When I was a child, my grandmother's house in Kyoto always felt so peaceful. The tatami mats were spotless, the air was light, and every object seemed to have its own place and purpose. I didn't understand it then, but now, as a minimalist, living in Tokyo, I realized she was practicing a kind of magicone that I've spent years trying to master. Japanese minimalist decluttering, my journey wasn't always so tidy. In my 20s, I lived in a cramped apartment filled with books, clothes, gadgets, and souvenirs from every trip. I thought these things brought me happiness, but in reality, I was overwhelmed. Every morning I woke up to chaos. I couldn't find my keys. My mind felt foggy. And I was always late. I knew something had to change. One rainy afternoon, I stumbled upon the concept of Danshari, the art of refusing, letting go, and separating. It's more than just throwing things away. It's about questioning what truly matters. I started small with a single drawer. I picked up each item and asked myself, does this support the life I want to live? If not, I let it go, sometimes donating, sometimes recycling, sometimes just saying thank you and goodbye. As I cleared space, I discovered Ma, the Japanese appreciation for emptiness. In the West, empty space can feel awkward, but in Japan it's considered sacred. I left a shelf empty, and for the first time my eyes and mind could rest. That emptiness became a gentle invitation to breathe and reflect. Decluttering isn't just about things. I learned to apply harachibu, the practice of eating until you're 80% full, to my possessions. I stopped filling my shelves and closets to the brim. I kept only what I truly needed, and my home began to feel lighter, more spacious, and more alive. I remember decluttering my clothes using the KonMari method, inspired by Marie Kondo. I held each shirt and asked if it sparked joy. Some made me smile, others reminded me of past regrets. Letting go of those items was like letting go of old burdens. My mornings became simpler, and I found myself wearing my favorite clothes more. Often, books were the hardest. As a lifelong reader, I felt attached to every novel and manga, but I realized that the stories I loved most were already inside me. I donated many books to local libraries, knowing they would bring joy to others. Kitchen was next. Inspired by extreme minimalists, I reduced my dishes to just one set, enough for myself and a guest. Cooking and cleaning became easier, and I started to appreciate each meal more deeply. I also created rituals. Every evening, I empty my bag, just like my grandmother did. I put away my keys, wallet, and phone, and prepare for the next day. This small act helps me end the day with intention and start the next one with clarity. Decluttering is not a one-time event. In Japan, we practice usiji, a big cleaning at the end of each year. But I also do a mini usuji at the start of each season, letting go of what I no longer need and welcoming new energy into my home. Nature is a big part of my minimalist journey. I bring in a single flower or a small branch from the park. These simple touches remind me that beauty doesn't require clutter sometimes. Less truly is more. Over time, I noticed my mind changing too. With fewer things, I had more time and space for what matters. Sharing tea with friends, writing in my journal, enjoying the silence. My relationships deepened, my anxiety faded, and I felt more present in each moment. There were challenges, of course. Sometimes I felt guilty letting go of gifts or sentimental items. but I learned to thank each object for its role in my life before saying goodbye. This practice, rooted in Japanese gratitude, helped me let go with peace. Today, my home isn't empty. It's full of meaning. Every object has a purpose. Every space invites calm. I live with less, but I feel like I have so much more. If you're starting your own decluttering journey, remember, it's not about perfection. It's about finding what supports your best self. Start small. Celebrate every step. And trust that as you clear your space, you'll clear your mind and heart. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If my story inspires you, I hope you'll try just one of these Japanese minimalist tricks in your own life. You might be surprised by the peace and clarity that follow. See you next time.